Hi there and welcome to a reception edition of Teach Time Maths. So today we're going to be looking at 4 different shapes. So the shapes we're going to be looking at are a circle, a square, a rectangle, and a triangle. Now, a circle only has one side. If you've seen any circles around your house, maybe you could have a go at drawing them. A square has 4 sides, the same as a rectangle. And then a triangle has 3 sides. So let's have a closer look at all of these shapes. So now remember I said that a circle only has one side. So let's have a look for it. Let's count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it can't be that one because that one has 4 sides. What about this one? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it can't be that one. I wonder if this one's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still not there. So it must mean that this one is a circle. Now a circle, it only has one side. It keeps going around. The side never stops. Let's try a triangle now. So, a triangle has 3 sides. So, we said that this one has 4 and that this one has 4 as well. So that must mean that it's this one down here. Let's check. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. So this one is a triangle. Now the first 3 letters in triangle, they're actually a very fancy way of saying 3. So tri means 3. You might have a tricycle, which has 3 wheels. Or you might have a camera tripod, which has 3 legs. If it has tri in front of it, it just means it's got 3 of something. Just like this shape has 3 sides. Now, the rectangle and the square are one of these 2. But the problem is, a rectangle and a square both have 4 sides, so we can't tell them apart by counting the sides. What we can do is see if one of them has 2 sides that are longer than the other 2 sides. If it's got 2 pairs of sides, then it's a rectangle. If all the sides are the same length, when we cut them up and put them next to each other, then it's a square. So let's have a look at this one. They all seem to be pretty much the same length, but this one, the top and the bottom are a lot longer than the sides. So if it's a lot longer, then it must mean that it's a rectangle. But if they're all the same size, then it must mean that it's a square. Now, I wonder if I could build a tower just using my 4 shapes. Now if I put a circle at the bottom, it would fall over because the circle rolls. And if I put a triangle at the bottom, I wouldn't be able to put anything on top of it because it wouldn't balance on the point. So which one should I start with on the bottom? I know. I think I'll start with a square. Now, what could I put next to make it really tall? Could I put a circle there? What about a triangle? Or maybe I should put a rectangle, but I could stand it on its short end. Now, what other one of my two shapes left could I put next? That's right, I think I'll go for the triangle. I'm going to call this my rocket. If I had some glue, I could even stick my circle onto my rectangle and make it the window. Now why don't you have a go? Pause the video here and see if you can make a tower or a shape just using these 4 shapes. Take your time, you don't have to rush. I'll see you in a bit. Now I'm sure you've all made some lovely towers and I would love to see them on the Facebook page. But I've got a little challenge for you today. So, at home, I want you to see if you can find as many objects that have a circle on them, or a square, or a rectangle, or a triangle. And your challenge is to sort them into groups. So you might have a tin of beans. Well, they've got 2 circles on them, one on the bottom and one on the top. Or you might have a cereal box. Well, that one's just made up of rectangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 on the back, 6 rectangles. What about triangles? This one might be a little bit trickier. I know that in my house we've got a triangle sharpener, and that's how I keep my pencils nice and sharp. And then square, well, there's lots of squares that you can find around the house. You might have a box to keep pencils in. You might have a box for letters. Or you might have a toy box. But I'm sure there's lots more interesting shapes out there around your house. So, your task is to see if you can find as many shapes as you can for each of these 4 and sort them into a nice big group. And see if Mum and Dad let you. See if you can build a tower with them. If not, why not draw a tower using the shapes you've got? If you've got a tin of beans, you could draw a picture of them at the bottom. And then maybe you'll put your cereal box on top. And then maybe you might even balance a football on top of that one. Okay, have lots of fun today, and remember, have a go out in your garden if you've got one, or spend as much time as you can exploring your bedroom. I wonder if there's one space in your bedroom you've never been before. Have a good day, everyone.